Also be waiting for the Metro Police Department to come and give us some sort of leeway and details as to what will be going on from here onwards, and if there is a possible investigation into this accident. Maybe I know that I've been given more time to speak to some of the community members, and let me hear what they have to say, because they were also here on the scene. Dade, thank you very much for joining us here on ENCA. Now, you were here on the scene as well, and you're part of the community members. Maybe perhaps if you can share with us the details of this horrific accident.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Each and every day.
We've been complaining driver, but
that's the story.
The
road.
Go Thari or something else. Rodman, we've been complaining over and over and over and over until it happens. But I was supposed to be in this bus, but unfortunately, because
of the shutdown.
Because of the shutdown, I understand. So, unfortunately, for my side, I got a mela bus. But as soon as go to Horobaro, I came here, get like a share.
So some of those people that were injured or perhaps
I know.
passed away, you know them?
Yes, every day, Monday to Friday. We buy ticket, we complain, but about the serious.
When you say you complain, what are you complaining about?
We have bus reps. I get it before. It's like the leader. We complain. The bus drivers are on bar driver. There are certain people all over driver sharp, or there are certain people all over sharp. But this one, I'm not going to lie. Just because of maybe situation we've been complaining about him, but about this.
Which bus is this?
This is a bus every day. Thari. Every day, Rodman. Every day.
So it comes from Khanguwa
to Centurion.
Okay.
Like every day.
Right.
We've been complaining about it. Okay. But unfortunately, you can't predict what's
All right, thank you very much. Maybe, Gareth, what this young man is saying is that he was supposed to take this bus this morning, but he couldn't, because at work they told him to stay at home due to the shutdown, and therefore he survived this horrific accident. But he also alleges that there's been complaints that have been made about this bus and its safety on the road. There's been complaints made about some of the drivers who are on the bus taking these passengers from Kharangua to Centurion, just about 20 minutes from that distance. I'm just going to speak to another community member before I throw it back to you, just to get a sense of how they feel here. Dade, thank you very much for joining us. I spoke to that gentleman there. He says he survived this accident. He was supposed to be on the bus today, but due to the shutdown and the rumors of a shutdown, they were told to stay to work. And you, are you also part of those who are also on this bus?
Yeah, thanks, viewers. I must say that is a horrible accident, and I really don't know what to say. I'm wordless. I've lost one of my own here, my cousin. Although I'm not traveling with a bus, but I've been hearing complaints of them saying there's an attitude of this bus driver who's been driving reckless. But this is what happened. Could be the results. Maybe they've complained to the bus company. Nobody ever managed to listen to them until such things happen. And other cousin of mine, they were supposed to be in the same bus. But now, this morning, she decided to stay behind and say, I'll catch the next bus. Only to find that while they were following this bus, that's where she realized there's an accident. I've been here since, I think, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. My cousin just been retrieved from the bus. She's normal. I can't wait to hear about the investigations of this. But by the look of my eyes, I look at the truck. It really tells you that this guy was asleep. And this road, the speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour. How can you dare do such a horrible accident in the 80 kilometer road? I mean, this registration is from there. I mean, from Devon, you come and make an accident here. It tells you that he left last night from Devon and he was alone in the truck. He was told, look, you have to be there 7 o'clock, for instance, around to go to deliver the material. So I must tell you that I suspect, I look at the driver, it looks like he's a Zimbabwean guy. So this is how people have been complaining about the reckless driving of the truck drivers. But yeah, my concern is no more. I must say that I don't have words anymore.
Well, firstly, our deepest condolences to the family, and I do agree that maybe we should allow for the investigations to be carried out. And thank you very much for joining us. I'll just maybe keep updating them, and we'll be speaking to you as well.
Thank you.
Gareth, that's one of those who says they've lost their cousin in this tragic accident. Quite horrible scenes that we're witnessing here in Bundu Inn, Garankuwa. But at the center of it all, when you zoom into these allegations, they claim that there's been complaints that have been made against some of the bus drivers who they allege that have been driving recklessly, and therefore they believe this is the end result. They're calling for investigations to look into this matter, and of course in just a few minutes from now onwards we'll be getting an update from the Tshwane Metro Police Department to try and see what they're saying and what is the way forward this morning.
Pule, I know it was a long time you spent with EMS. Just very, very quickly, forgive me if I perhaps missed this. Pule, when we're talking about the driver, are we talking about the bus driver or the truck driver that has passed on and one of them is alive? Just clarify for me. I feel like I may have misheard earlier. Do you know?
Well, as it is right now, we don't have that much of detail as to who may have passed on. They are telling us that it's just for now 15 fatalities. Obviously, we'll be getting more of those information as the day unfolds as to whether the bus driver is amongst those who also lost his life. But it seems as though, as we have been hearing here, that it was a head-on collision. So you can imagine the kind of deadly impact that could have caused as well, that has led to this amount of people being found dead, and of course about 26 of them being taken to hospital who have been injured. So we'll be getting most of those details as well as we continue to monitor the situation here on the ground.
No, of course. Pule Letwiti-Jones, thank you very much indeed for us in Garankuwa near Bundu Inn. The breaking news, 15 people killed in a bus accident just a short while ago. A number of people have been taken to hospital in a critical condition. We'll get more details as they come through to Pule Letwiti-Jones.